Hi everyone, Tom Rafferty. In 20 years of outside sales, I've sat through a lot of speeches and lectures by sales bosses who were trying to teach their team better sales techniques, to improve sales numbers, and to make progress in the course that the company was going. In 20 years, it's at least scores of meetings I've sat through, but probably hundreds of these meetings. And I only remember two of them. Of all of the meetings I sat through and all of the training, you can count formal training in this too, formal sales training. There's only two meetings I remember. I've never forgotten either of them. And they survive amid all of those other meetings just going down the river of history. I don't even remember them. But these two had something in common. And that is that there were no figures, there were no pie charts, there were no numbers, data, Excel sheets, boring slides. Those two meetings, those two sales speeches were both by leaders. In one case, it was one sales boss, and in one case, it was two sales bosses working in tandem, simply talking to their people, giving their people inspiration, leadership. They were meetings where you came away thinking, wow, I want to work for this person. I am happy to be led by this person, and I know that I can do things that I didn't even think I was capable of, because this person just inspired me so much that now I don't even want to go home after this meeting. I just want to keep working. Whereas these other meetings, these other countless, endless meetings that were full of pie charts and boring slides and data and mundane information, leave you feeling uninspired. They leave you feeling tired. They just make you want to go home or leave the building and not do that anymore. And I would go through training in my career and think, man, I've never had training or inspiration like those two times. And the first time was very early in my sales career. It was two leaders. They actually did kind of a good cop, bad cop routine, but it worked well. It worked really well. And they motivated the sales force. We all talked about it afterward, and it was really well done. The second time was several years later, and it was a sales boss who went in front of a group and just dazzled us, inspired us, made us feel like we could do anything. And that's the difference between a sales manager and a sales leader. So you could have a sales boss, you could be a sales boss, but I think you have to fall into one of those categories. And certainly some people have attributes of both, but there is a stark difference between a manager and a leader. And in the sales world, and probably any walk of life, any profession, the leader is going to be future focused and inspire. And the manager might be past focused and bring up charts and data for things that have already happened and want to just go over them and over them and over them to the point of boring the crowd quite a bit. The leader will guide the team forward, and the manager will chide the team for what happened in the past. So these are some stark contrasts between a leader and a manager. And in a sales world, it's crucial to be a leader. You have people who wake up in the morning and may not have a set list of things to do, like maybe an accountant or other professions that have work put on their desk and they have to do it. Salespeople have to go out and find work, find business. And you have to motivate them to do that. You have to make people believe they can do it. Or else you're just going to have people replaying what you said about what happened in the past and trying not to repeat that. And then people get good at just not bringing stuff up that they know you're going to be mad about. But when you inspire people, you really affect the future in a positive way. You send that wave of energy into the future, and you make things happen from that speech, from everyone leaving that room, and onward. So I would say to be a leader and not a manager, if it's at all possible. Not everyone can do everything, and we're all not capable of doing everything. But if you are a leader, great. If you're not a leader, I would say to look into some attributes of leadership and consciously work on adapting them to yourself and the way you lead your team. And I think you're going to have great results. So please hit like and subscribe. And that's it for today. And I'll see you again tomorrow with some more observations. Thank you.